Personal SEO teaches SEMRush Backlink Audit Tool. So when you originally click on the backlink section, it won't have any of this information here. So what you need to do is go to integrations. It will probably already pop it up automatically for you, but you would connect it to Google Search Console and you would connect it to Google Analytics. So that way you can get better backlink auditing, and you can also attach it to Majestic if you pay for that specifically. So this site has currently 633 backlinks. Now the issue with backlinks is that they tend to be a little bit slow to get. So for example, I link to Camino Island Real Estate on personalseo.com, and then the waiting period is that Google has to then crawl personal SEO, then find the link, then count it, then score it. So this number is always going to be off. You will typically have more backlinks than listed here. The issue is that you need to audit them. So I'm not going to hit rerun the campaign, but you just hit run, you run the campaign, and it will automatically go through your backlinks. Now, the issue with this backlink checker is it doesn't do all 633 backlinks at once. You'll notice that it says for review is still 429 of them. So it reviews it over time, and the reason why is because there's only so much you could do. You have to go to the scoring of the website, see if that gets a good score, and then come back through. So let's look at the full report. And so what this does is it goes, okay, as we audit, here is the score, the authority score. These are new backlinks. The toxic score is at 66, which is fairly high. From 60 to 100 is toxic. Now, there are items that you need to know about beforehand. So if localismrealty.blogspot.com, what I would do is I would actually go to this, and well, that's the actual page that it's linking to. I would go to the site and look and see why they are linking to the site. And so I know exactly why they're linking to the site, because it was posted by Tammy and the link is right here. So even though this site technically scores it as a bad backlink, I am not specifically on this one going to remove that backlink. Again, the range is from 60 to 100. So same thing. Now this one has the RU, and that might be the reason why it's causing a bad backlink. Here's another one that's 60%, premiumre.com. So again, we go there. It's actually, this page is down. I will try to go there again. Yeah, and it's down. So this link will actually just pop off, and it won't be that big of an issue. Blogspot links, again, this is the issue of where you go through them and go, okay, why is there a link here? So we've mentioned that this one is okay. The Russia site, it's the same site. Yep, same exact site. So this one's okay, even though SEMrush says it's bad. And then local.yahoo is fine. And then we have this weird Chinese one, right? So when we click on that, this will all be in Chinese, and I hope it's appropriate. Yeah, actually that's Korean. Yeah, so this is all in Korean. So this really doesn't make any form of sense at all. Why is there a link on this site? So this would be a site that I would go to, even though it technically says it's below 60%, since this is in a different language entirely, and none of this really makes sense, and the domain, the authority score is fairly low. We can remove all of the Chinese links. Okay, and those are them. And so you just check the boxes that if you have more than one, you check the boxes, and then from delete you go to disavow, and then SEMrush will automatically make a file that we'll get into later. So this is how you kind of go through the backlink. You kind of audit it. You can see what's going on. Like for example, TMNF, that's Tammy writing. So here's another Korean one. So I'll just go to disavow, and it removes it off the list so that you can kind of, or puts that there so you kind of know which ones that you've done. And so yeah, so I'm going to do this here real quick. You can just watch me. It shouldn't take that long. And so what the disavow does is it tells Google that those pages and those links you did not authorize the link to, so remove them from, or don't let the value on them be put on my site. So if it's a bad site, they'll transfer that value and make your site bad. So that's kind of normally what happens. And so Black Hat SEO, what you would do is you would buy a whole bunch of backlinks for your competitor site and then create a toxic link environment, and they would have to go through and pay someone to audit their site. So which it just takes time and it's a pain in the butt, but when you're in a high competitive market, some people may do this, and this is why we use this tool. So I think I've gone through, just kind of going through quickly, gone through some. I found some more, so I'm just going to go back over here to disavow. So when you've selected all of the disavow links that you want to select, and again, just kind of, this is just page one. You can kind of go through this fairly quickly. And when you have thousands and thousands of backlinks, usually I will take it for its word. I'll scan it really quick and then go from there. So when you're done, you click on the disavow. And then here are all the domains that we've disavowed over the years. So you can see this is all disavowed, and these are all waiting to be disavowed. So then we just click export to TXT, and then it downloads the file. So I'm going to show that in the folder, and I'm going to open that up for you. So the disavow tool basically just says, hey Google, all of these domains that are linking to me, I don't want they won't listen to me, they won't respond, they won't do anything, so I'm going to tell you not to count those links to me. You're telling Google not to count these links for your site. A link is a vote, so you're saying I don't want these form of votes. Okay, so now that we have that disavow file, the next thing that we do is click on the Google disavow tool. This is the fastest way to get to this tool, so make sure that you don't click I got it. Okay, got it. Click on the tool because it takes you directly to the link, and then you click on and find your website. Now you'll see Camino Island Real Estate HTTPS, which is the one I want to do. You'll see a lot of duplicates like Albuquerque Homes without the S, with the www. This was before Google did the whole Search Console by whole domain. So I have an extra amount of URL. So find the URL that you're looking for, and then click on disavow links. This can be harmful and hurt your website. That's all they're saying. You could screw this up and your website will be off of Google. So click on the disavow links button, and then it will give you the last file, which I did it on April 16th with 47 domains. So now I'm going to choose a new file, and I'm going to go to my downloads, pick the file, and hit open, and then hit submit, and then hit OK. And then out of the 49 domains, you're going to see that there's now 63 domains. So that's the updated file, and you're done. So there's a lot more technical issues that go into it, but when you're just auditing backlinks, that tends to be the best way to do it. You can look at all the links by hand if you really, really want to, but this is, I guess in my mind, this is the best way. It's faster and easy to do it. Now it's saved that today I did the disavow link, and then you see that everything says disavowed. So that's how to audit backlinks in SEMrush. Very simple and very easy, but very, very powerful. So this is Personal SEO, teaches SEMrush's backlink audit tool. Thank you for watching.